There are quite some noticeable signs and symptoms of thyrotoxicosis, which is mostly like the body is getting toxic from thyroid hormone. All right. So like it will show up signs and symptoms, right? Like so that you know that if a patient presents with what thyrotoxicosis, you start knowing the level at which you start suspecting it, right? So for the signs and symptoms of this thyrotoxicosis, we'll talk about the frequent ones. Then I think we have these pictures to see back us up. Okay, so we'll talk about the signs and symptoms and we'll proceed like that. So first of all, the individual will be having tremors, like their hands will be shaking, 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 shaking. All right. Then there'll be heat intolerance. So you can see what increased sweating. Okay, same thing as what heat intolerance. So people are complaining of cold, but your body is still hot. And when there is a heat, you will be so uncomfortable. Okay. Then hyperkinesis, then irritability and nervousness. Irritability and nervousness. Then you see what feeling anxious or nervous. Okay. Okay. Tremors was more of like shakiness, right? Okay, so the pictures are kind of like correlating. There's increased sweating, and this increased sweating is due to what? Heat intolerance. There's palpitations. That means your heart is now beating too fast, all right? Your heart is beating to the extent that you are observing that your heart is beating, because normally our heart beats, but we don't really observe that. Okay, so when we start observing, it's usually a problem. Then the person will be having eye symptoms like staring gaze, increased protrusion, pain, and redness. Okay. Then diarrhea and hyperdefecation. Diarrhea and hyperdefecation is like you are defecating and the stool is just watery. Okay. Then weight loss despite good or increased appetite. You are eating, but you are still losing weight. Okay. Then dyspnea on exertion. Once you try stressing yourself or doing any exercise like that, you have so much difficulties trying to breathe. Then menstrual irregularities, your menstruation cycle is kind of like what? Switching up. Reduce libido. You are not really interested in what? Sex again. All right. So I think that's just it. This one just explains the thing again, right? So I think um, we have done justice to what symptoms and signs of thyrotoxicosis. All right, so see you guys.